What is up, guys? William here from fitnessforbackpain.com, welcoming you to the newest F for BP studio, as well as the first product review in the new studio. Welcome. I'm super excited to just break this product down for you and show you some awesome ways that you can use this, whether you have a full-on studio or you have just a home gym setup. It's very easy, very versatile in any situation, and I'm gonna break it down for you today. Now, a perfect gift that I have for you that goes along very nicely with today's piece of equipment is my free Band and Bodyweight sample workout. This is a 7-day workout for back pain, post-fusion, post-surgery, disc injury type of warriors out there who are looking for a safer way to train. This is a sample one. You can go to fitnessforbackpain.com/free week to get that free week and use, if you pick up this tool today, you can actually use this tool in that workout and it's gonna make it even better. So go grab that, fitnessforbackpain.com/free week. All right, so I'm super excited to be talking about the Evolve Over brand doorway pull-up bar. They were kind enough to send this over to me to try out and to, if I liked it, give an honest review. And that's what I'm gonna do here today. Black my face, get you guys a close-up on what this thing looks like. Pretty standard, size as far as, the girth of the bar. Obviously, the ones that I'm used to are a lot more basic. I honestly don't like doorway pull-up bars, but this thing is, in a way, revolutionizing, in my opinion, what pull-up bars are capable of doing, and as far as versatility goes, but also just safety. Pull-up bars are notorious. If you go to any YouTube channel and look up pull-up bar fails, most of the time they're just coming out of the doorway. They're just slamming down and people are getting massively hurt. In this situation, I think what they've got going on is gonna help people not get on YouTube on pull-up bar fails, but instead actually get a great workout in, not just doing pull-ups, but also using bands and other tools at home, making this almost like a full-on functional trainer by just a bar. And I'm gonna show you that here today. Now let's talk about some pros to this, right? So we've got the gravity locking system where if you look at it, it's got these two little like hinges here, a hinge here and a hinge here. And what that does is it goes into the wall like this. So when you go to pull down on the pull-up bar, these things would have to basically move through that little area here in order to come out of the doorway. So when you put it in the doorway like this, and these locking mechanisms, this gravity locking system is in place and you tighten it down, it not only pushes against your door frame, but it also, once you start loading it, it makes it even tighter as these things, or as you start to bring gravity or put your weight on the bar, it locks it in even tighter. I think that is really cool. And that's probably one of my biggest pros with the Evolve Over pull-up bar is how it locks into the doorway. Now, other cool things are the weight. It doesn't feel cheap. Oftentimes you get those pull-up bars off of Amazon or from Walmart or wherever you shop at, and they feel like it's one of those like shower curtain dowels that you just kind of twist and it goes out and it locks into place. You kind of like twist it as much as you can, but if you over twist it, the bar starts to bow because the bar or the metal in the bar is just too weak. This does not give you that feeling. You can crank this thing down and you're gonna break your doorway before you break this thing. It's got a lot of safety features as far as the locking mechanism go. Once you put it in the doorway, all you have to do is twist this towards the door to tighten it, and I believe it's twisting back to loosen it. So once it's in and it's set, you can crank it a little bit tighter just by subtly twisting it. Then when you're ready to go, you can take these locking mechanisms here and this tab, I'm sure if you can get out of my face, it's looking at my face. This tab right here, you can twist and lock or tighten that up here. And then you can squeeze this around and it locks around that bar and it locks that bar into place and it's not gonna twist as you're doing pull-ups. Awesome. And the third pretty cool pro to the Evolve Over pull-up bar, kind of hinted to it earlier, is the functionality, what you can do with this. It is not just a pull-up bar that you hang from the top of your doorway and that's kind of all it is. Either you're gonna hang clothes on it or you're gonna do pull-ups on it. Those are the only two options you have. With this being so movable and so sturdy, you can do a lot of cool stuff to the point where it's not just gonna work your back doing rows or pull-ups, but you can actually do a lot more, and I'm gonna show you some examples here today. Now, I will admit that the cons to this are kind of gonna be based off of the user. I know for me personally, I like very simple, and this is a pretty simple system. I like it to just kind of work right out of the box, very 1, 2, 3 steps, and then we're just rocking and rolling. I prefer that. The first con I would say is I really had to fumble with this thing quite a bit to really kind of get it to work. And a lot of it came down to when I was getting it positioned into the doorway. There's probably the newbie way, which is what I did, and then there's like the way that I did once I kind of got used to it and played with it a little bit more. What I ended up doing is instead of trying to put it up against the wall and I'm trying to like align these things and get them within the right distance of my doorway, and then once it was there, I was trying to like, you know, twist this without these things spinning. I was fumbling with it and it got really frustrating until I discovered a hack. Watch this. All right, so before, when I would first try to be getting this thing set up, the issue that I was having was I was trying to put it in the doorway and like hold this and jam this in and like try to twist this thing and get it squared away until I can get it to fit the right way, until I kind of was messing with it. And I'm not sure if anyone else did this or does this, but check this out. I get it to where I know I'm gonna have it. So these cams here, whatever you wanna call them, are gonna be down. They're gonna be in the wall like this. So as I lift this up, it's gonna go into the wall like this. Well, right now, it doesn't fit into the wall. I have to change it. So I do know that as I pull back, it's gonna get smaller. So all I do is I put these down here. You can lift up if you have to, hold it so that these cams here aren't twisting, and then measure it, see if it's, okay, that's a good fit. So then I'll come back out, tighten it maybe one more time, until I get that really good fit. So then what I could do is once I know I'm there, I will take it from here, get it a little bit snug, but enough where I can adjust it. And then I will back out and stand up. And now that I have it set up the way I want it, I know it fits because I measured it down at the bottom of the door. I'm gonna squeeze it in here. I might have to push it into this wall just a little bit, and I'm gonna twist it like this while holding it level, twist, 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 and eventually it's gonna lock. Make some minor adjustments to the level, and I'm gonna keep twisting and twisting until I get it to where I want it to be. Now this is the other con. So that was the hack to the first con of just me just like fumbling with this. This is probably maybe just me, maybe I'm just dumb. Let me know in the comments. Feel free to let me know if I'm dumb in the comments. I would appreciate the support. Second con is just, I'm not sure how tight to go. And you're not gonna know how tight to go because there is no like rule of thumb when it comes to tightening things into your doorway enough to support whatever weight that you are. So I don't really have a rule of thumb to follow other than what I try to look at is my doorway. This is a pretty solid door, but it does have a kind of veneer wood to it before you hit the actual door frame. And what I'll do is as I'm tightening, you may not be able to see this that well. Let me scoot you over here. As I'm tightening this up, see if I can get it in there. I don't know. As I'm tightening it up, I will watch that board go in, right? So there's a little lip here. I'll kind of watch that start to move and start to kind of like push away or push out in the door. And again, I'm not trying to break it, but I know it needs to be tight somewhat to hold my 190-pound fat tail. So once I'm kind of ready, then I might take a little bit, maybe 70% of my weight, and I'll kind of jump on it. It might slide a little bit. If so, I'll turn it. But once it's up, it's super easy. And then all I gotta do is get these locking pins in place, pull that down, get this one in place, pull that down, and then now I can do my reps and all my pull-ups, and it's not gonna move. The third con I would say that I have with this is just like anything you're gonna put in your door frame, you gotta be careful. You could press onto a less solid door frame and you might have separation at your joints, it's something that you have to kind of look at. It even tells you to make sure you put the thing in a solid door, but most accessible doors on the interior of your house aren't necessarily like solid. Like, how do we define solid here? All doors, most doors, I'm not an engineer or a construction guy, but most doors are framed the same way. So this is fortunately a very solid door and it worked great. But leaving it here for long periods of time could put damage on the paint here, so I wouldn't suggest leaving it there. Maybe use it, pull it down, but again, I wouldn't let it sit there for weeks and months and years at a time. All right, enough talking. Now, let's see it in action.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again.
Showed you the pull-up aspect to the pull-up bar. Now I want to show you the multifunctional, versatile things that you can do with this pull-up bar that I think would be an amazing addition to your home gym if you are lacking in equipment. All I've got is my Evolve Over pull-up bar. I'm just going to take you through some exercises, not going to run my mouth, not going to talk too much. Just show you some examples of a few things that you can use the pull-up bar for, not as an actual pull-up bar. Let's jump in.
I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been.
I come and go like a rah rah round. They don't want the to be going on. I'm coming back with the money in the bag. The rubies in my lap, yeah, I'm running for the cash. I come and go like a round, round, round. Putting in the work like I'm way behind. Still trapping on the low, lurking in the mode like I'm running from the pole. Remember when we did it for life? Was noticing all these frames got me trimming a knife. Always on some new thing like riding the bike. Let's do things in one setting, but I don't feel like selling for the time being. When I was young I used to dream about the palm trees. After the summer achievements I got a long sleeve. Supposedly, think about it, in reality you running out of options. Starting to see the coffin with the Bible preach. I'm way ahead on a private beach. My hair bleached on the cover of a magazine. I got the flavor doing push-ups on the coca bean. Doing all the things you can't imagine what it might be. All these women trying to write me. I get the message now, I know they wanna wife me. And not even mention.
So that is it. That is my review of the Evolve Over pull-up bar. Clearly, I went rogue on the last portion of that video, just showing you demonstrations of different types of exercises that you can think about and do with this pull-up bar. Now, I'm sure Evolve did not create it for those specific things, so proceed with caution, use it wisely, adjust the gravity locking system to kind of support what direction you're pulling in. Pro tip, trust me, pro tip. But it's an awesome piece of equipment. I think if you have a home gym, if you're trying to build out something at home that has things you can attach to, I know for me personally in my Smart Strength membership, I have students who are like, hey, like, what should I attach my band to? I'm trying to figure out something I can pull down from or I can pull up from, and I have nothing to attach it to. This, my friends, is what you should use for any kind of band pulling from the ground or from above down. It's a great tool. You can use it. Be careful, but you can use it if you use a little bit of creativity. Thanks again for checking out this video, and as always, make sure you get that free gift. If you're gonna pick up one of these Evolve Over pull-up bars, grab that 7-day free back-friendly workout program using bands and body weight. That tool, the Evolve Over pull-up bar, will be a great addition to that free week of training. You can get that at fitnessforbackpain.com/free week. I wanna hear from you. What is your favorite pull-up bar that you have or have had in the past? I've been through a lot. I've thrown a lot away, but I'm pretty confident this Evolve pull-up bar is gonna be sticking around in this gym for the future.